Because Joe was adamant that she not be that, and because I worked very, very hard to create someone who was not that, we were able to work together to create Quorra. We were very inspired by Joan of Arc. I brought the concept of Joan of Arc very early on, 6 months before we started shooting. And I said, Joe, I found Quorra. I figured her out. She's Joan of Arc. Because Joan of Arc was this unlikely warrior, this child who could lead an army. She was kind of unnaturally powerful and seemed to have this connection to another world, to a higher power, to be guided by something greater than her, and by selflessness. And that was Quorra. And that combination of innocence and strength is unusual in characters. And so once we found this historical reference, it was really fun to flesh her out. But Joe was completely on board with that from the beginning. And that's, really when you've hit the jackpot with directors, is when they can be as excited about that stuff as you are. I remember calling or emailing Joe at 3 a.m., again, 6 months before we started shooting anything, and saying, I figured it out. I was looking at ancient Korean Buddhist warriors, and I think that Quorra is one of them, and they fight with swords. So Quorra needs a sword. And then the next day, great, Quorra has a sword. We can work on that. So that's part of the reason I feel so proud of the finished product of Quorra, is because so much hard work went into it, so much collaboration, and so much love, and I feel very proud of the way she's come out. She's quirky and odd, and I like that. And another reason I was so adamant about making her so intelligent, as well as being a warrior, is because I really want her to appeal to the female audience, and particularly young females. I want her to be a role model for the young audience. I want girls to feel inspired by her strength and her wit and her intelligence and her compassion. I think that it's rare these days to have a female character in these types of movies that isn't just there to look really sexy in a suit. Too often that's what happens, and then you wonder, who do these little girls dress up as for Halloween? When I was little, we dressed as Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman represented, social justice and honesty, and now I'm not sure who they dress up as.